world has one interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orcinus orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Hello everyone, and welcome to SeaWorld's Orca Encounter. My name is James, and it is my honor to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. Nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and all of their natural behaviors. We hope that this orca encounter helps you gain a better understanding of these magnificent creatures and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Truly are a natural wonder, and my friend Corky here is going to help me show you some of their physical characteristics. Their blowhole at the top of their head is perfectly designed for getting a quick breath of air at the surface of the water. Even their eyes work to their advantage. It looks like their eyes are within that white eye patch, but that's just a visual distraction. Their eyes are actually located in the darker area, camouflaged from thrashing prey. The fin at the top of the whale, that's known as a dorsal fin. The dorsal fin helps stabilize the whale as it swims and helps regulate their body temperature. The flippers on either side of the whale's body are known as pectoral flippers, which are mainly used for steering and stopping. Each pectoral flipper has 5 bony digits in them, just like the human hand. And the lobes on either side of the whale's tail are known as tail flukes. The tail flukes are the engine of the killer whale, propelling them up to speeds of 30 miles an hour, which can be as fast as some of our speedboats. But an orca swims the fastest and uses the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca is always led by a female. Though just half the size of a male orca, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin club that she belonged and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as a form of communication. Pectoral slaps are used to display dominance and help get noticed. For example, a mother may use a pec slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, spy hopping is how killer whales coordinate and get a better view of their surroundings when they hunt. Fluke slaps are also another form of communication killer whales use in the wild. And of course, here at SeaWorld. Killer whales are excellent communicators, so it's no wonder why they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
Orcas in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by pulling them right off the beach. Watch as Makani demonstrates something similar right here at the front of the pool. Antarctic orcas will actually create waves that'll wash over floating blocks of ice, knocking unsuspecting seals into the water. Watch as Ikaika demonstrates a similar wave-making technique around the pool, demonstrating one of the many complex and impressive hunting abilities killer whales have developed around the world. Alright, well you just saw all these waves crashing here in front of you. However, you truly can't imagine the amount of water displaced until you've experienced it firsthand. Luckily, we got two brave volunteers here that have volunteered to feel the power of the wave created by our killer whales. Everyone put your hands together for Samuel and for Mia! Alrighty, my friends, you're gonna follow me like that. I'm gonna have you two take a seat on our iceberg here. We're gonna do a bit of an experiment. You are gonna be our seals, and I'm gonna have you hold on very tight to that handle, because in a few moments, and maybe my friends in front of me here, it's about to get a whole lot chilly. Because in 3, 2, 1, brace yourself. Hold on tight. All right, everyone, let's give them a big round of applause here. Whales can be found throughout the world's oceans. The blue whale on the screen is the largest animal on Earth. It is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than these orcas here in front of you. So, how does a whale this size take down a whale that size? Well, it's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players. Take a look.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Whatever their prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Now, as you can see, play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach young how to hunt and develop their skills as they grow. You can see killer whales spending a lot of time interacting and showing their playful side, both in the wild and, of course, here at SeaWorld. Porpoising is when an orca swims fast at the surface, breaking out of the water just briefly. Now you can see them doing this when catching a ride in the wake of a boat or when surfing a wave. Now, killer whales love to be touched and will actually rub their bellies on rocks when they can. At times, they'll demonstrate similar movements here at our slide out. Now, killer whales love to be touched and will actually rub their bellies on rocks when they can. They'll also imitate each other in the wild, where they're constantly mimicking and learning from each other. Playful behavior does have a purpose. Normally, a tail whip would be used to stun fish when hunting. However, today I got a feeling they're going to be stunning all of you. We share trusted relationships and provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. At times, the whales will even take an active role in their own healthcare and well-being. For example, they'll present us with their tail flukes, which is helpful when obtaining a voluntary blood sample. And they'll even slide up on a scale so we can monitor their weight, just like Orchid here on our video. And they'll even let us collect the brand sample from their blowhole, thanks to the trusted relationships we develop day by day here at SeaWorld. However, at this time, we'd like to introduce you to a very special lady. Everyone, put your hands together for Shuka. Now, Shuka is one of our 4 females here at SeaWorld San Diego, clocking in at only 5,000 pounds. She's an ambassador for her wild counterparts and inspired millions around the world, and hopefully all of you today. We challenge our whales to try new things, to engage and to stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play. Keep these whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
Thank you so much for joining us today at Orca Encounter. We hope you gained a greater appreciation for these animals. Have a great rest of your day. You're at SeaWorld. Bye-bye, everyone.
Why you get so?